Imagine standing in court after your husband had beaten you violently, only to be told the price of your safety was 5 shillings. That is exactly what happened to Catherine Doran in Dublin in 1833. So Catherine had 2 children and she'd been forced to leave her husband after he had violently assaulted her. She went to the Dublin Recorder's Court to testify, which took immense courage for a working class woman at that time. Her husband was a blacksmith. Instead of focusing on his violence, though, the court turned it into a negotiation. So her husband did not deny that he had violently assaulted her. He instead decided to smear his wife as jealous and tipsy, which was a tactic to try and destroy her credibility. And the court decided to negotiate with him. So the recorder just said nothing about his violence. Instead, he wanted to know, how much are you going to pay her? And the blacksmith, Catherine's husband, answered 5 shillings a week, which was roughly about enough for a single room rent and some bread. So very much survival money. This was not about independence. And also, remember, Catherine had 2 children. What this shows is that in 19th century Ireland, domestic violence wasn't really treated as a crime. It was more like a bargain. So the law was acting not really as a justice system, more like a broker in this case. Catherine's story has echoes of what we would now call coercive control. So it wasn't just physical harm through the assault she experienced, but also the discrediting, the silencing, and the trapping women in dependency, in this case financially. So Catherine's safety and that of her children literally had a price tag. The fact that she stood in court 2 weeks after she was assaulted shows incredible bravery, but the outcome reminds us that systems fail women when survival is tied to things like money instead of justice. Catherine's voice survives in literally a few lines in a newspaper article, but her testimony matters because it shows us how ordinary women were navigating violence, survival, and silence. I have a podcast episode on Catherine's full story. The link is in my bio, should you want to go and hear a little bit more about her.